Hello everyone, George here, Catholic Positive Energy. You know, that clap probably wasn't loud enough. Let me try it again. There, I think I got the full effect there. Anyways, sorry that I'm coming on. It's after 3 a.m. right here in Southern California. I had a really long, busy day. Like I say, I rarely ever have any free time to myself, having two jobs and being in grad school, but I'm writing a paper, working really hard. So far, things are going really well. Something I thought I'd point out, well, I think this is kind of positive. Now, I want to say this before I start telling you the story. I'm not putting anybody down, okay? Having said that now, I had a virtual meeting with my librarian today. Wonderful, fantastic human being. And part of her job is to help grad students proofread their papers before submitting them to their professors to make sure that they're the best they can possibly be, grammatically correct, clear, concise, definitely appropriate for studying at the graduate level. And my librarian said this to me today. I thought it was kind of funny. It's good if you're me. I'm telling you the story because it's about me, and I'm not trying to be a show-off. Okay, I have to say all that before I say this because I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression, okay? My librarian told me today that so far I'm the first and only grad student she's met who knows how to use a semicolon properly. Now, obviously, I'm not an English major, but I've taken English classes in the past, years ago, and I remember, and this is something that has always stuck out. I didn't learn this until I got to college. I never learned this when I was in public school, probably because I was homeschooled for a lot of years. A semicolon is used to separate two complete thoughts. A comma is not strong enough to do that. When you use a comma instead of a semicolon, that's called a comma splice, or an error. But a semicolon is what's used for separating two complete thoughts that are still part of the same sentence. So, and that does happen a lot in doing the research that I do here studying Catholic theology. So I just thought I'd share that with you. It was something that really brightened my day. Now, the name of this broadcast is You Can't Do It Alone. Now, what do I mean by that? This is what I mean. Like I say, right now I don't feel like getting into it, but like I've said in previous broadcasts, I'm going through a rough time right now, and like I say, I'm not ready to talk about it yet. And the way I've been dealing with this is, obviously, I've been talking to my closest friends, two in particular, my good buddies Jim and Rich, and they've been keeping me strong, keeping me going through this. Has there, to anybody who's watching right now, do any of you ever have like a really serious problem or a serious crisis in your life, and sometimes you just need to hear a friend's voice? You just need someone to talk to you and tell you that they care about you and that they're here for you and they're praying for you and they want the best for you. Does anybody out there feel that way? I just need my friends to tell me that they're here for me, they support me, and they care about me, and they're going to get me through this. Sometimes, when we're going through a crisis, that's all we need to hear in order to feel better. Sometimes we just need to hear some positive words, no matter what we're going through, depending on the severity, of course. Now, let's say, I don't know, now I'll say this because I just recently watched a movie about this. Let's say, now I'm just talking as far as analogies. Don't let anyone get the wrong impression that I'm spreading some kind of anything other than positive energy here, because I'm not. I got a friend watching here, Cheryl Mostacho. You are one of my super fans. It's nice to see you. Good eve, my friend. Please share the broadcast. Since you're watching live, please share. Something I always want to point out. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm not a Facebook Live superstar yet, but My dear friend my dear friend Holly, who has a Facebook show just like mine here, she obviously has a huge following. And yeah, there are people watching her all the time when she goes live. And yeah, they share her broadcast. So like I say, if any of you are ever watching me live, please like and share. That would really mean a lot to me. So anyways, like I was saying, I almost forgot what I was saying. Sometimes we just need our very dear friends to listen to us, talk to us, and tell us they care about us. You know, I'm still in a healing process from something I'm going through. Like I say, when I'm ready to talk about it here, I'll talk about it, but I don't feel that now is the right time. So I just want to ask all of you to please pray for me. You know that I'm all about Catholic positive energy here. So I want to once again ask each and every one of you who watches me regularly, who follows me, and who's very active here in Catholic positive energy to please pray for me. Please continue to pray for me because I really need it. Anyways, now for any of us, including myself, who are going through a crisis, we can't do it alone. Is there anybody out there who's watching me right now who feels that if you're having a serious problem or a devastating thing going on in your life, does anyone out there feel that you can handle these things all by yourself? Like you don't really have to talk to anybody? You don't need someone to open up to and listen to you? Or to tell you some caring things while you're going through this kind of stuff? Now, if anybody out there feels that way, please, and I'm being serious, okay? If you are one of those people, I want you to let me know right now. Please, make a comment. Okay? If you're watching me on the Facebook show, please leave a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, please leave a comment. And let me know how you deal with these things all by yourself. I'm serious. I want you to engage me. But please, only if you're serious. Please don't comment and kid with me and say, oh yeah, I can handle this all by myself. Nah, please don't do that. I'm being serious here. So, you see, I'm one of those people, and I've always been, and I'm sure I'm always going to be. If I'm having a serious issue, a sad thing going on in my life, I have to talk to somebody. Now, normally, it's going to be my dearest friends. I mean, you know, I could talk to my parents about it, but like I say, you know, my parents don't always make me happy when I talk to them about stuff going on in my life. But I still love them. It's just, you know, I don't have fun talking about this kind of stuff. Do any of you have fun talking to your parents about, you know, when you're having a devastating crisis in your personal life? Yeah, I know a lot of people who don't. And I'm not saying that everybody should feel that way, but, you know, our parents treat us a certain way that our friends never do. And that's normally why we would talk to our friends instead of our parents, because they make us happy talking to them, and it's not always like that on the other side of the fence. But we should still all love our parents regardless. But like I say, we can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. You know, let me be honest with you. Even though, like I say, I'm not somebody who has a whole lot of free time in his life, I do enjoy listening to people tell me their problems, depending on what it is. I mean, as long as it's something that I'm emotionally and psychologically equipped to listen to and handle. I'll never forget this one time somebody told me something about, okay, I'm going to be careful how I say this. I don't want to use all the words because like I say, whenever I talk here, I want everything I say, everything I do to exude positive energy. So that's why there are certain things I never say here, and I'm never going to say here. So I'll just say this. I once had somebody tell me that something very traumatizing happened to a loved one. And, yeah, it was something really, really bad. And I'd never had anyone tell me this before, and I wasn't sure what to say. So all I did was just listen and nodded my head. Usually, I never feel that way when somebody tells me things, but I just didn't know what to say. But usually when people come to me with problems, it's usually stuff that I'm very familiar with and I've been through myself. I enjoy doing that. I feel that a small part of me, a very small part of me, probably wouldn't mind being some kind of a counselor to people, but like I say, it's just a small part of me. I once had a counselor tell me that they think I would make a good counselor because it fits me in sort of such a way, and I understand exactly what he meant. I feel like it does in a way, but like I say, at least for right now, because I know myself better than all of you do, there are certain things that I just don't know how to deal with. Like, if somebody tells me that something awful happened to them or a loved one, and I mean something really, really awful, I'm not going to mention details here, but something that would make you go, oh, I'm not prepared on dealing with certain things like that. That's one of the reasons I haven't pursued being a therapist, because, like I say, I'm not sure how to handle things like that. But I definitely love comforting people, showing people that I care, because I do care about everyone, and I love trying to brighten someone's day. See, this is something that I am good at dealing with. I'm good at brightening someone's day. When I see that someone is hurting, when I see someone is sad, when I see someone is devastated, I want to try to do what I can to help them get back on the positive side, to get back to the positive energy side, so they're not devastated, so they're not living in a world of negative energy and sadness and devastation. Trust me, I was there for a long time, and it's not a wonderful place to live. Don't live there. Live in a positive place. So like I say, I don't feel that many people can handle devastating things on their own. I know that I cannot. There's always somebody I have to talk to at some time, at some point. And like I say, I definitely would appreciate all of you. Please pray for me, because I'd like to know that I'm not handling this all on my own. I mean, as far as the people who follow me regularly. Now, I'm going to drop some names, but like I say, if I don't say your name, please don't take it personally. Right now, I'm just thinking of the people who regularly talk to me here, who regularly comment, who regularly like all the videos that I put up here, and who communicate with me on a regular basis, and who have friended me on Facebook, on my personal Facebook page, and have messaged me. I'll drop some names. Obviously, I'll drop my good friend Cheryl Mustachio, as well as somebody who right now is my only top fan, Jean Loga. I hope I said your name correctly. I know you'll be watching this later. You've told me that you love my broadcasts, and being here in the community has really helped you. And also a very good friend of mine who also has been very active here, Karen Cornoyer. I'd like to know, these three wonderful ladies who I've just named. I'd like to know that you care about me and that you're here to be here for me, because I'm going through a rough time too. I want to make, just like I said, I think I said this in the last two broadcasts, I'll say it here. Just because you see me trying to be as happy as I can possibly be every time I'm here, and trust me, I try to be, that doesn't mean that everything in my life is perfect. That doesn't mean that everything in my life is as happy can possibly be. There are some imperfect things happening. I don't have everything I want. I don't have everything I need, but one thing that I do know, and one thing that I am grateful of, is knowing that no matter what, as long as I'm alive, I have all of you. I have all of my holy saints, my followers here in Catholic Positive Energy. I thank the Lord for every single one of you. Obviously, I thank the Lord for being a member of His family and having all the angels and saints praying for me. I assume that's Cheryl who's clicking the thumbs up on the Facebook Live. Thank you very much. I hope you're praying for me and that you're here with me and for me during these difficult times I'm going through. But like I say, I can't do it alone. And I'm sure a lot of you would agree with me. Let me know if you agree with me. If you're having a serious problem in your life, do you feel you can handle it all alone? Or do you need people in your life, in your inner circle? Do you need very caring friends to help you through these times? Because I certainly do. But yeah, that's the whole purpose of this broadcast. I think I've said enough. I don't want to keep going on and on and on. I think I've done that at least once today, so I'll just leave it at that. But anyways, thank you to, once again, I want to drop the names just of the people who are the most active here. Like I say, listen, if I see that you're being very active here in Catholic Positive Energy, you're regularly commenting, you're regularly communicating with me, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. If I see that you're regularly participating, I will drop your name. And please, as long as you're saying nice things. You know, obviously, if somebody drops me a comment and it wasn't something positive, then yet I'm not going to mention that person. But if you're saying things that brighten my day and that show me that you really love being here, and if you let me know that I have brought some kind of positive energy and joy into your life with these broadcasts, I will mention you. I promise. Now, if a lot of people do this, like I know we've got about 500 members here, I can't mention 500 names, but I'll certainly try to do the best. Maybe I might have a broadcast where I'll print up all the names and I'll just mention each one of them, and it'll probably take up a whole broadcast to mention each name. You know, I'll just quickly go down the list. So, probably do that. But thank you once again to Cheryl Mustachio, Jean Loga, my top fan, and Karen Cornoyer, who regularly comments here. And yes, all of you have told me how much you love and appreciate these broadcasts that I have. And like I say, what I'm going to try to do starting next week is when I have the prayer broadcast, which I do every other week, I'm going to combine that also. First half is prayer, second half will be meditation. So when I do the prayer, when I'm done, I'll step off camera here. I'll be over here, right over there, and you'll just see the Chinese waterfall, and then it'll be total silent for several minutes, and that will be the meditation. So from now on, when I have prayer broadcasts, it will be prayer and meditation. I've had 4 people tell me that they love that. Only one person said they didn't, but so obviously the yeses had it. So please continue to pray for me. I love each and every one of you and appreciate your presence here. Please continue to be here. Please like and share. And it really warms my heart when I hear somebody say that I have brought joy and positive energy into their life that wasn't there before. That's why I'm here. That's why I exist. That's why I started Catholic Positive Energy, because I want to help extinguish and diminish negative energy that's out there in the world. That's why I'm here. So, thank you very much. God bless. Please pray for me. And once again, dignification is better than criticism.